coordinate. Okay. Okay, good. All right. So my name's Kaitlyn Louvier, and I'm a triple diamond. I've been in since the week after I graduated high school in 2014. So I was 18. Now. I'll be 22 because I know only a few of y'all are. Then. And you kind of just have to learn as you go. It's different for everybody. Can y'all hear me? It says my internet connection isn't stable. Yes, no, real good. Hold on, let me move. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, you're good now.
Am I good?
Yeah, you were a little spotty though.
I'm gonna have to sit in my living room then because my Wi-Fi isn't very good. Let me turn my lights on. Okay. Okay, I'll just sit right here, I guess. Okay, I'll just do this. This is fine. Okay, so anyways, okay, so I started when I was 18 and I'll be 22 in literally 2 days. So I started since I graduated high school, but we've been working Instagram for I think a year and a half. So it's kind of just learn as you go, and different things work for different people. So what I've found that works for me is what we're going to share. So what I'm going to talk about is following and unfollowing, and then polls. Recently, Instagram started polls, and it's been a game changer for my business. So the first thing, obviously, on Instagram, you need followers. So the way that I follow people, it's this cool app called Captivate. Look, let me show y'all. That one right there. So I go to different boutiques that I like their clothes, different celebrities, just different things I have interest in, and like cooking pages, stuff like that. And you can go to, let me see, get it to load. Let's see. So let's see, I'll just do, I'm trying to click somebody. We'll just do him. You can do, like, I'm going to type in Kane Brown. I mean, he's a singer and he's really popular right now. I don't really personally like his music, but whatever, it's fine. He's got a lot of girls on his page. Really love him. So anyways, go to their page and post. Sorry, being slow. You click the likes and it'll load. And Captivate is really cool because Instagram, it takes a long time to follow people yourself. So Captivate pretty much does it for you. You make a queue, which is what I'm trying to show y'all, but it's taking forever to load. So, okay. So you click, look, it shows you actions, and you click, you do the click select, and then you'll select all, and then you can do actions, and then you click follow and you add it to your queue. So it's really neat because you can literally set it to follow people while you're sleeping. And so it'll follow like however many you have set for an hour so you don't get blocked. And you can also unfollow people on this app. So I think it's like maybe $5, but it's definitely worth it because before this I was going and following people myself and it takes so long. It was like wasting my time, not wasting my time, but it was like time I could be using to spend messaging people instead of it doing it for me. So then you'll go to your, like I have the local action. So you go to that and then you click the pending queue and you click follow, and mine follows 40 people every time I click it. So it follows those people, and then I'll give it a day and and then I'll go and unfollow people. So it's so cool. I just found out about it a few months ago, and since then, it's helped me. I've gotten like 3,000 or 4,000 followers more since I've started using it. So it's been really neat. Is there anything else about Captivate? Do y'all know about? Because that's really that's what I use it for. So it's definitely worth the money. And then what I've been using on Instagram is the polls. So I was going to show y'all. I just did one like a couple hours ago. And let's see. Okay. It says, who is serious about losing weight before spring break? And then the next one, it goes over and it shows that. And you see it has, oh man, it disappeared. And it has that. So I'll click that and I can slide up and I can see who all voted for it. Usually I'll get anywhere between like 10 votes to like 150 votes. So, and it's cool because it's not spamming up your page, because that's how you lose followers and that's how you lose interest. You know, you got to keep people's interest on Instagram. And so then I'll go and you can, like my options are give me your discount and then more info. So I'll message them and be like, hey girl, I'll say their name. Hey, I saw that you wanted more info on being a distributor or losing weight or the cleanse or growing your hair. And I just want to message you because I'm helping people sign up right now. Are you ready? Or I'll say, let's see, I sent some. Like, y'all, from these, I did a keto coffee one, and it was one that said something about, does your coffee do this? And it had all these facts about it. And so I messaged him. I said, hey, girl, I saw you voted to hook you up with my coffee. I'm obsessed with it. I can give you my 40% discount if you're wanting to get it ASAP. How's that sound? I have 45 new potentials from that, just from a poll on Instagram. And I actually signed up someone from it. That was yesterday. So, yeah. But the polls I'll do, like when I get a $100 bonus, I'll take a screenshot of it and I can put it on there. And then I'll say, who's looking to make more money from your phone? I can help you out. We get weekly bonuses. And then that's just a way to spark interest right there. So that's what I'll do. And then people will say, ooh, me. And like, I'll get people messaging me from that. And the polls are cool because it shows you who's actually interacting, not just viewing your story. So, do I need to go through Captivate slower? And do you unfollow that? Yes. I'll go back through Captivate. Let's see. Sorry, we're trying to keep our time. Organized so we don't go over an hour. Okay. Captivate. There's a discover option. I don't really know what that's for, but I just search, there's a search option so you can go to the different pages you want. So you can search Joanna Gaines is one of my go-to pages to follow from because I love her. Everybody loves her. And she gets millions of likes on her stuff. So that's a good place to start. But so you go to their page. Let's see. Go to their page and you click likers and then it'll load all of them, all 260,000 of them. And then once it loads, y'all can probably hear my dog whining in the background. He's being a turd.
Kaitlyn.
Huh?
Where do you see likers at?
You have to click their like.
Like on a picture. Go to a picture. Got it. Oh, she's frozen again.
Look. It says like them. Click that and it'll load all however many. Can y'all hear me? Or is it lagging out again? Is it lagging?
It was laggy, but now it's okay.
I don't understand. Then you'll click select it. You select it, or have you downloaded it?
I'm on likers. I found likers.
Okay, you click select. It says quick select, and then you select all.
Okay.
And then you click actions. And then you click follow.
Okay.
And then you add to local queue or add to cloud queue, whichever one you bought. And then it'll add all of those people to your queue. So then when you want to go back and follow those people, I'll do it usually once an hour or sometimes 2 times until Instagram won't let me follow anymore. You click the pending queue, and then you click actions, and then execute local actions. And it follows, like mine will follow 40 people right now. It takes a minute, but it follows 40 people. So it's faster than having to go through yourself and follow it. I mean, some people like to go through pages and do it, but that's just been working for me. So, but
do you know the difference between Pro and Cloud?
I don't. I got the
Jade will 4-wheeler.
The Cloud, you can have your phone like closed or the app closed, and it still will follow them for you. Versus the
really?
local one, you have to keep it like on night mode or whatever.
So is it more?
I think it's a couple dollars more, but you could get that instead of the local. If you haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah, because I just bought.
$4.99 on mine.
Yeah, because I just bought the first one that I saw. I don't know. I just bought that one when I got it because I watched somebody's video about Instagram, and they said that because that's where I was having a hard time getting like following people. Like it's hard to keep all of it organized because Instagram is a lot more work than Facebook is, but it's been better for me because I get more customers and distributors off Instagram. Facebook, it's harder to add people, but Instagram, it's not hard because you can follow random people and it's not a weird thing. Facebook, if you add someone random, they're probably gonna get offended and then they're gonna report you and you'll be blocked from friending people. So that's what's happened to me before on Facebook. Just saying. But Instagram, you can go to anybody's page and follow them, and if they don't follow you, then unfollow them. But it's a cold market, so yeah, I mean that's just that. But yeah, that's it. I mean, I guess if you have any questions about that, we're gonna answer questions at the end. So that's the only 2 things I had. Erika, am I forgetting anything? I don't think I am though. That's it. Okay. Well, I'm gonna hand it off to Erika.
Hey guys, so my name is Erika Szudzik. I am 24 years old and I am a reviewer that works. I actually joined in August of 2015, which feels like a lifetime ago. But this year I have no excuses. I'm turning around and I am going for triple diamond this year because I can't keep on. So I'm going to go over posting and interacting on Instagram because they are very important. So what you post is important because you don't want to post anything that is basically it works in your face. If you look at my profile, you can't tell me it works distributor at all. I put most of my it works stuff. I will do maybe 1 post, and that post I will delete. I actually delete it after a day or 2. So that way, when you go, I have like all these people requested me, they don't see that. And also I keep it in my stories. So that helps because when people request you and you go ahead and approve them, if they see that you have all this it works post everywhere, I guarantee you they're going to unfollow you or block you right away because they already know. So what I post is family. I will do selfies. I will do life, anything relatable or funny. Because relatable or funny, you're going to get the most interaction with. Also, do it fit your personality. If you're not a funny, sarcastic person, then it's probably not the best thing to do. Do something more relatable. But do it fit your personality because people are going to get to know you through your post. It's not Facebook to where they're reading everything. They see your pictures first, and then maybe they'll read the caption below. But it's never guaranteed. So watch what you post. So like for me, I'm very brutally honest. I am sarcastic and I like to be funny. So that shows in my profile immediately. And I love my daughter. So she's always in there. So those are things that I post. So the things that I get the most likes on are quotes and memes. With those, I will get anywhere from 300 to almost 700 likes on. Just because they're relatable and funny, or people are quick to hit the like button on it. And they might even comment on it. And what I've noticed is I have people who will tag their friends, and then I'll go and follow their friends from that. So I'm getting more people that way too. Also, pick a way to do your Instagram, and if that's working for you, stick with it, because how your Instagram looks is huge. So if it works for you, stick with it. For me, I keep it bright and crisp. That's how I keep it. I keep mine clean. So posting, just watch what you post. Honestly, what I do is before I post, I think, would I like this post? If I'm going to think that I would like it or comment on it, then I'll post it. If I think, maybe not, I'm not going to post it. Maybe save it for the Insta story or something. Also interacting. Instagram has an algorithm, believe it or not. So if you're not interacting, people are not going to interact with you. And I've noticed that before. If I'm not interacting with a lot of people, my likes are going to go down. So you have to keep interacting people for them to see your stuff in their newsfeed. Because let's think about it. Not everyone is on social media every day like we are 24/7. So they're just seeing what's in the newsfeed. And it's mixed up. It's not most recent. I'll find things from 2 or 3 days ago. And it'll be someone's birthday, and they'll comment happy birthday. And I'm like, oh, that was 2 or 3 days ago. Cool deal. Well, happy birthday to you anyways. Belated birthday. So just interact. So what I do is I'll pick 20 people to interact with a day. That's going to be 3 posts on each person. Like and comment. At least comment on one, like the other 2. That way you start that relationship building. More than likely, they're going to either like that comment you posted or they're going to reply to it. So interacting that way, because they're going to start seeing your stuff and they're going to be curious, who's this girl that's commenting on my stuff telling me I'm gorgeous or happy birthday or I have cute kids or cute dogs, anything. They're going to be curious to who you are because you gave them a compliment, and that goes a far way with people. And if you can't find something to compliment on, find something relatable. If you see something you're like, oh my gosh, I went through this, or something that's relatable, or I have a dog that looks like that, comment something like that, because you're building a relationship off of that. Like I said, it is Instagram. Kaitlyn said it is a colder market, which it is. So you have to build relationships this way. They build much more quickly than relationships on Facebook do. Because let's face it, I have, 7,000 followers on my Instagram. Do I know these 7,000 people? No. Heck no. I might know a couple hundred. But I build relationships with these people to the point that I feel like they know me a little bit better than me just being random, sending them a message and like, who the heck is this person? So definitely take the time to build relationships, because if you build the tightest relationship, you can message that person a little bit more personal, and more than likely they're going to give you good feedback. They might even sign up as a distributor or a loyal customer. So interact, because it is important on Instagram, believe it or not. You will notice that on your likes. So did I miss anything? Whenever interacting and posting? Good? Yeah. All right. I'm going to go ahead and
Wait,
what?
maybe go ahead and show them your Instagram, like show them what your feed looks like.
Okay. Hold on. I got on my computer because my computer was acting up earlier. Okay, let me go ahead and turn this around then. All right, so this is my Instagram. So I have my profile picture, my profile on there. Of course, I did put something sarcastic in it because I am a sarcastic person. So I put me down for cardio because I like running, unlike most people. So mine is clean looking. Of course, I have a funny meme on it that I just posted. I have 51 likes on that already. I put Aubrey on there. See, I have funny right here, and that's 351 likes. So like I said, but you'll notice, like, let's see, like this picture of me and Aubrey, almost 200 likes, and that's because I interacted with people and because they interacted with me on funny stuff. So like, let's see, So this one right here says the fact that I have more clothes to sleep in than to go out in says a lot about me, and that's 600 likes on that because it's relatable and it's funny. So just stuff like that. And you'll notice too, mine looks really clean. When you look at it, you don't even think I'm a It Works distributor. Nothing on it says It Works. And that's kind of what helps as well. So, all right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and let Delaney take over. So.
All right. Hey, y'all. I am Delayne Barrick. I am a Ruby with It Works. I have been in the business for about a year now. And hopefully I will be presidential in June. So I'm going to go over your profile and messaging. So with your profile, I'm going to pull up, I'm going to screen share for y'all because my phone never wants to cooperate with this. Okay, can y'all see my screen? Yeah, good. Okay. All right. So now normally like on my phone, you'll see like my bio is going to be like laid out differently. And how you lay out your bio, because Instagram's really funny with the with your layouts with wording and stuff. I don't know why, it just is. So for a lot of my posts and even for my bio, what I'll do, I'll go into my notes and I'll type out how I want things to be. And then I'll go and copy it and paste it onto my Instagram. So the layout of it's really nice. I have my Facebook linked onto it. I did used to have my About Me website, but I don't like people clicking on there and like seeing my It Works stuff. Cause you can see your bio, when you're just, when somebody gets a follow request from me. But I'm, completely fine with them looking through my Facebook. And that normally they'll go and follow me on here and then they'll go and friend me on Facebook. So I used to keep my account public. And I used to be like super, like, I don't know, I just loved having a public account and I just was telling everybody you had to have public accounts. And then I realized people are super curious and they'll follow you just because they want to look at your account and see who you are. So I changed my account to private. It's super important to have a good profile picture, just because that's like the first thing people see is your profile picture. And it's also when you have your stories and stuff, that's what they see is your little profile picture. So it's good to have a nice clean one. And then I used to have it as Delaney Barrick, but I changed it to Ambitious Texas Blonde, just because it's something cute and it's something that people like, I don't know, it just makes people curious and they like it. So I started doing that. I use PicTapGo for all my pictures. So that's how, like, if you're looking through my profile, you see like there's like this nice white border around all my pictures and it just makes my profile look super, super clean. So yeah, that's kind of what I do for my profile. Don't post, and this kind of goes back to what Erika said, don't post like super spammy It Worksy stuff. Like if you were to just glance at my profile, you wouldn't have known I was a distributor. So yeah. Okay. And now I will go into messaging. I have like half a page of notes for messaging. And I'll try not to talk too fast about it because I get really excited with messaging. Let me stop my screen share. Okay. So with messaging, let's see. I feel like a lot of people have a hard time with messaging on Instagram, not because it's hard, but because they are so afraid of like what that person's going to say back. Like they're afraid of the response. And my thing is with messaging on Instagram is that you should be messaging so many people that you're not even worried about who responds back and who doesn't. And Instagram, it's just really, to be successful with messaging on Instagram, it's seriously a numbers game. If you are not getting the results you want, getting the messages back you want, getting the yeses you want, it's because you're not messaging enough people. Plain and simple. I have people come to me all day long saying that, oh, I think my messages are wrong, or oh, I'm being super personal with people and they're still not messaging me back. And I'm like, how many people are you messaging? If you're not messaging, if you're not getting enough responses back, it's because you're not messaging enough people. I'm not super personal with people. As personal as I get is probably your name. And I message so many people a day. Like, I don't have time to sit there and like type out a long message about like, oh, I love your dog and your kids are cute or something. That, and like, sometimes I think it's kind of creepy to an extent, I guess. Like, if somebody was to message me and tell me like my little girl was just really adorable, and just started talking about her, like, I'd kind of be like, okay, who are you and why are you sending me stuff about my daughter? I'm not really super personal. I actually use text replacement for everything. If you don't use text replacement, you need to, because it is a game changer. If you have an iPhone, I don't know about Androids, but if you have an iPhone, you can go under General, under your settings, and go under Keyboard. And you have, my phone wants to work. It says text replacement at the top, or at the second one. And then like you can look on my thing, like there's like a gazillion text replacement. And basically what I do, I have my own little abbreviations for everything. And that's how I send out so many messages so fast. So I have, for messages I send out for loyal customers, it says SLC, which is short loyal customer or something message. And I'll send that out and type in their name and just start sending that out. And also when you're doing the text replacement, instead of copying and pasting, it's not flagging Instagram like copy and pasting is. So even though you're sending just about the same message, they still think you're typing this message out and not copying and pasting it. So I never get blocked on Instagram, ever. Like, I'll message 50 people at a time or so and not get blocked. And that's because I'm doing that text replacement instead of just copying and pasting. But I'm still sending the same message to everybody. And then with my conversations, I use text replacement a lot for my conversations because I'm in control of my conversations, so I know how all of my conversations are going to go. I feel like that's a lot of people have an issue with the customer is getting a hold of the conversation, and then they're taking the conversation, and then you don't know how to get the conversation back into your hands. So let me pull up a conversation I had with a loyal customer who joined. So I sent her one of my messages, which basically just said, hey, Amanda, I was wondering if you'd want to be a 3-month product model for me. I say 3 months instead of 90 days just because people are intimidated by the 90 days, I feel like, and 3 months seems like a lot shorter time period than 90 days does. And then I'll say, I'm looking for 2 more people for a 3-month challenge. I came across your page when I noticed you liking some of my pictures, and I think you're absolutely gorgeous. I'd love your help to build my portfolio, and you'd get a huge discount for helping me out. Would you be interested? And I have a message that's even shorter than that I use now, but that's the gist of what I send. It's super important to compliment people, especially when you're messaging women, because we like to be complimented. And you're like automatically, I feel like by putting just throwing a compliment in there, they automatically are going to reply to you because they're at least going to tell you, oh, thank you for the compliment, but I'm not interested or something. So by complimenting, I just feel like you're more likely to get a reply. And so this girl messaged me back and she said, hey girl, is it something I could do while breastfeeding? Now, I just had a baby, so I could be super personal with her on this level. So what you need to find is something that y'all have in common, that y'all can relate with. Luckily, she brought it up in the conversation. I didn't even have to bring it up. So then I told her, yeah, girl, I'm currently breastfeeding and I use the products. And she said, awesome. What kind of challenge is it? And like this, all of this stuff just about is stuff I'm using text replacement. So I'm not spending a whole lot of my day messaging her back. And I'll tell her, your part is really easy. I need you to be a model, or I need you to model the products. I need you to model your product results by taking before and after pictures. And in return, you'll get 40% discount, which is what I pay for products. I keep throwing the discount in there a lot just because I feel like some people, as soon as they hear product model, think, oh, I'm getting this for free. So like I constantly am like capitalizing discount or just throwing it in the conversation. And so she said, sounds good, count me in. And I said, awesome. Now I have no idea what this girl wants at all. So I'm going to tell her in short, pretty much what we offer, and throw out a couple of products there that I think might sound interesting to her. And so I told her, awesome, we have almost 50 health and wellness products. We have anything from weight loss, hair growth vitamins, skincare, and a ton more. Do you have any health goals or maybe want to grow your hair out? And she said, definitely hair. I work out and eat clean, so not really much of a weight loss supplement person, but I could always use longer hair. And then I said, okay, awesome. Now for every product I have a text replacement of basically like a personal testimony of the product. And so I pretty much sent her like a short testimony that I have of the product about how much I love hair, skin, and nails. And I also threw in there about how I had had hair loss after I had Remington, because I knew, okay, she just had a baby. She's needing hair, skin, and nails. Now I need to relate with her with that. So, and then after I sent her that, she said, oh, that's awesome. I just noticed that my hair is starting to fall out a little bit more than normal, so that would be perfect. So I brought it up in the conversation before she even did. So it was like I was reading her mind almost. And then I said, well, I'm glad I can help. The product seriously made me fall in love with my hair again. And this is where I throw in the price. I try to make them like have it set in their mind that they need this product before I even bring up the price. So I told her, so normally my hair, skin, and nails is $55, but for my 3-month product models, it's only $33. And she said, okay, sounds great. And then I said, great, if you have a minute, I can walk you through placing an order. And she said, yes, I do. And then I sent her the stuff for placing an order. And basically, I will not send out my website or anything like that until they say, yes, I have a minute to sign up, like right now. I want to know exactly what they're ordering. I don't want there to be any question, whatever. Like, I want to know, I had complete control of that entire conversation. So when she went and ordered, I knew what she was ordering. I knew that she knew what needed to be done, that she had to order the products for 3 months. There wasn't, there was no confusion between us or anything like that. I've also noticed a lot of people are having problems with customers will say, oh, well, I didn't know there was a 3-month agreement. So I make sure like I'm constantly putting that in the conversation that this is for 3 months, this is for 3 months, and you're getting the special price because you're using it for 3 months. Let's see. So I feel it's super important when you're talking to somebody that you need to be aggressive with it, but you still need to be like really nice and friendly. Like you need to act like you're this person's best friend basically, but you still need to be aggressive with it because you want it to be like they don't want to tell you no, kind of. This girl, she was just like, I basically with her, I don't think I could have said anything wrong. Like she wanted the products. Not everybody's like that. I do normally, if there's somebody who, they're kind of iffy or something, I try to get their cell phone number. Or if they tell me, like she said, yeah, I'm ready to order right now. But if she would have been like, I don't get paid till Friday, I would have told her something like, okay, girl, well, if you want me to hold you a spot for the discount, give me your phone number and I'll put you in my calendar. Oh, sure. And they give me their phone number. No problem. That way I have their number on my phone. So when Friday rolls around, I don't have to depend on them, seeing if they get on Instagram to send them a message because I already had their phone number. So I can text them or call them on Friday and get them their order placed. I do try to get them on the phone if I can. Like if it's somebody who's just, kind of on the fence about ordering, I try to get them on a phone call. Or even if they're on the fence about becoming a distributor, call them or see them in person because they will sign up because it's so much harder for somebody to tell you no when they're face to face with you or on the phone with you. That's basic sales right there. Like it's easy for somebody to text you, no, I'm not interested. But when you're face to face or when you're on the phone, people just have a harder time saying no. You don't have to reply as soon as somebody responds back to you. This was like the biggest thing I had to learn because I would sit on my phone for hours and hours and hours at a time, just like messaging people and talking to people. And my sales weren't really any better. You know, I wasn't really doing any better by doing this. And then some people, I just feel like they're kind of like, oh, she replies too fast or something. I don't know. So what I'll go and do, like, I'll say, okay, well, I'm going to spend the next 15 minutes messaging people. So I'll go and I'll message people for 15 minutes straight. And then I'll go back after that and start replying to people. So I don't sit there and, you know, try to send out messages and try to reply and try to send out messages and try to reply, because then you just, like, you're not going to send out the messages or the amount of messages you wanted to because you were too busy trying to reply to the people who would have been perfectly happy with you replying 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever later. I kind of said this earlier, but don't be attached to the outcome. Like, this is a cold market. These aren't your best friends. This isn't your mom. You know, if they tell you no, I have a nice little texture placement I send them. And 9 times out of 10, since I was so nice to them when they said no, they'll come back and end up ordering later on. So don't get your heart broken if they say no, because they might say no right now, but that doesn't mean that they're going to say no later on. Or if they think, you know, maybe they have a baby 9 months later or something, and they're like, man, I really wish I had stretch mark cream, or I really wish, you know, I could lose this weight, yada, yada. They're going to think of you, you know, because you had approached them and you were super sweet to them, even if they were a jerk to you or they just straight up told you no or whatever. So always be super nice and don't get upset about the outcome, you know, because I can promise you right now, I have at least 20 people tell me no a day and probably at least 50 people who just don't reply at all, like, that I never hear from. And that's okay, you know, like, I don't get upset about it because I might have 10 people who do reply to me, and then I have, you know, maybe 2 or 3 really strong potentials or even sales out of those people. And that's what I try to focus on, is the positive of it. It's super, super important when you are talking to them to make them feel special. Especially, I mean, our market, yeah, we do sell to guys, but the vast majority of our market is women. We like to be complimented. We like to be felt special. We like for, basically, you want them to think like they're your best friend or you're their best friend or whatever, especially if you want them to become a distributor. And keep urgency with it too. Like, when I message people, there'll be times that, like, if I haven't heard from somebody in a while, like, I'll send them a message and say, hey girl, I know you were really wanting this product. You know, I only have 1 spot left for my discount this month. Do you want it? And I also try to make my discount sound like it's a friends and family kind of discount. Especially when I'm messaging somebody I know, just because you want them to feel special, you know, like, oh, well, I have this discount that I can give to my friends that's 40% off. And, like, they automatically think, oh, wow, we're friends and she's giving me her discount, you know? And I guess that's kind of it with that. I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm missing something, but Kaitlyn, is there anything that you can think of?
No, I think that was good. I can't think of anything else.
Okay, awesome. Is there anybody who's got questions now?
Yeah, we wanted to open up the last few minutes of it for questions.
I think we're doing great on time.
I have a question. And Kirsten I remember what my question was that I've been wanting to ask. When do you unfollow? So, like, I'm following people and I feel guilty unfollowing them just because they haven't followed me back. And I'm like, what if I could build a relationship? What if I like all their posts and eventually they end up following me? You know, like, I feel like it's hard for me to let go of them. Should I just unfollow them?
I unfollow, like, within 2 days I'll unfollow, because her on one of her trainings, she was like, I don't like to follow people. But my thing is, I'm following so many people every day you're going to eventually find people that you can follow on Instagram. You can only follow, what's the limit? I can't remember. Or the max that you can follow?
1,000 a day.
No, I'm talking about like total. You can only be following 6,500 people, I think, total. And so my thing is, you're going to run out of space eventually. So I just, if you don't follow me back in 2 days, I'm unfollowing you. I'm not that worried about it because I'm following so many people. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Someone's moving around that's unmuted. I don't know who it is, but let me see.
Amanda asked how many times you post a day, Erika.
I post only 2 to 3 a day. That's it. I post morning around 6 o'clock, and then I post anywhere between 9 and 11 at night because that's where I get the most interaction.
Yeah, see, I only post like maybe 1 time a day. The rest of it's on my stories because that's where I get them. I mean, like I think I keep people interested in my page by my post that I do post because they'll be, I don't know. It just depends on what it is. But my stories, I keep like what I'm doing that day, just different funny things. And then my polls, God, I do like not always it works related polls. I'm sorry, my dog's needy. They're not always it works related. Like sometimes it's just something funny. I don't know, but I don't post because people used to post like 9 times a day on Instagram, but now the algorithm for Instagram is so different than it was 2 or 3 years ago. And so, it's just really better to just post a good like 2 or 3 posts or 1, however many you want, and get a lot of interaction on it because that's what people are going to be like, oh my gosh, look at all these comments and likes. I wonder what this is. And then they'll stop and read it. Even if it's an It Works post and they're like, what? She does this? What? So then they're like, oh, okay. So do you always have at least 1 poll up on Instagram? Sometimes I'll have like 2 or 3. Sometimes I'll have like it'll expire. No. Another one, but yeah, pretty much one, 2. What about y'all? I don't really know how. I don't have like I don't know. Can y'all hear me?
You're coming now, choppy.
I'm so I don't know what's wrong with my internet. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I just missed that entire sentence. I have no idea what you said.
Yeah.
I think I was probably just talking about something that didn't matter. I was reading the question.
Karsten had asked, how do we approach guys about buying products? I only, if I have somebody, well, not everybody has you, Ryan. Ryan's over here talking in my ear. I only do it if it's like somebody who either comments or who answers one of my polls, or if they're like really interactive on my page and I know them, or they don't look really creepy or I don't know. I don't want like random guys being really creepy to me or something, but like I'll message them and just be like, like one of my first deals was actually a guy I went to school with. And I messaged him. I was like, hey, so-and-so, I saw that you were really interested in this product. You want to hear more about it or something? And he was really cool and ended up, he's still a loyal customer with me. So I don't know. Guys are weird. With guys, I'm just really straightforward about it. I'm not like all complimenting them or something,
Yeah, I usually don't approach guys. They just, if they're going to order, they approach me. Like I had one guy that I went to school with. I'd never spoken to him though. He was older than me. And he messaged me and was like, hey, I want some fat fighters. And then he was like, what's your website? I was like, what? So he went on my website and he ordered like $300 worth of stuff. And I was like, okay. And that's what he gets every month now. And I'm like,
Caitlin's frozen again.
whatever. Guys are not cute. Still, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if this is better.
Really weird. If you get a guy to order, they'll order like a crap ton of stuff too.
It says I have 4 bars of Wi-Fi right here. I have it all over my house, and then I cut out. I don't understand.
Your Wi-Fi sucks. That's it.
It does. But what do you do? We don't have good Wi-Fi around here. Okay. Let's see. The only guy PLC was the one who passed. Oh.
How many people a day do you think you message Delaney? Do you know? Have you counted?
Serious. Like some days I'm just like, I'm gonna go and message 100 people, and I'll go and message 100 people. Other days, I mean, I try to message at least 20 to 50, I would say, just kind of depending on the day.
How many can you message an hour? Do y'all know?
I mean, I've messaged like 50 people in an hour and never had an issue, but I think it's because I'm not sitting there copying and pasting. Because I know when I first started messaging on Instagram, I would just sit there and copy and paste messages, and I would get blocked after like 10. But using the text replacement, I mean, I've yet to get blocked from it.
Y'all don't know, these ladies have signed a crap ton of loyal customers. I don't know, like, everyone's numbers recently, but I know Delaney in November signed like 20 loyal customers. So they're really good at it.
People just overthink it.
I feel like there's a lot of moving parts. I think that's what overwhelms me. But like y'all each breaking it down, sorry to totally like take over the Zoom, but y'all breaking it down, I think made it a lot easier to realize that it's really not that many moving parts. And also I was not using the app. I was doing it by hands. And then I'd be like, after I followed what felt like a ton of people, but probably was like 10, I was like, forget this, you know? So I think it's like, you know, that you need to be consistent. Also, I would always like change up my, like what I was sending. And I think you do something and you do the same thing every single time. And I don't. I'm like, it didn't work last time. Let me try it this way. Let me try it this way. And so I never end up getting to see what works and what doesn't.
I tweak stuff, but I noticed like when I completely change what I'm doing, I get like no responses. So I realize like if I'm not getting enough responses, it's just because I'm not messaging enough people.
And you only message for loyals, right?
Yes, I tried messaging for distributors and just didn't work well. I do on Facebook and it works, but I found out on Instagram if they want to be distributors, they'll come to me 9 times out of 10. So,
see, I was messaging last week for let me see if I can find it. I need to do it, but I've been like alternating it. Let me see. I message. Can y'all? I better not cut out now, y'all.
You're good right now.
I'm not kidding.
Don't move.
I know, it's to my left. I don't want to move at all. Okay, let's see. I was sending, I have it in my notes because I have it. I got like 30 replies in 15 minutes from this message.
Kaitlyn, you're frozen again.
It was for distributors. Okay, I have. Hey, and then just by major creeping abilities on your page, I seriously think you'd rock this business that I'm in. Are you familiar with what I do, or have you ever considered it? And people were like, oh my gosh, yes, I've seen your stuff. Or, no, I have no idea what you do. Can you tell me more? Nobody was rude. Everybody was like, oh, that's so sweet of you, blah, blah, blah. And I've never done that because I was like, are y'all losing me again?
You're good right now, for now.
Okay. Did y'all hear what I said? I swear. Okay. So, yeah, it's just, I mean, you have to just play around and find out what works for you because, I don't know. Well, you just want to have your own message, though, because, or like something that you've made your own, because so many people message like this now. And, you know, chances are the person that you're messaging has been messaged by a distributor, if not from another company, our company. And a lot of times it's the same message. And they're like, that's funny because I've gotten that message before. It's never happened to me, but I know it's happened to people. And I'm like, that's why you personalize your stuff. So,
yeah. I've also noticed, like, I feel like people are afraid to message on Instagram, and you really shouldn't. It's like Instagram, it's almost like people want you to message them. Like, they're so nice and sweet. Even if you're like, I've never had anybody be rude to me on Instagram, ever. And I've probably messaged thousands of people on Instagram. They always, if they'll either not reply to you at all, or they'll be like, oh, no, I'm good right now. Thank you, though, or something. Facebook is awful. I hate messaging on Facebook. Like, it's literally a chore for me because I hate it so much. People are so rude on Facebook. They're so rude. Instagram, they're like, oh, no, you're so sweet, yada, yada. Facebook's like, oh, my God, I can't believe you just messaged me this. Even if we're, like, good friends.
Yeah, then they go post about you.
Yeah, and I'm like, girl, okay, whatever. I'm taking my compliment back. Whatever.
No, I would rather message people I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
People are so mean. I'm like, I got to see you at the grocery store next week, so I don't really want to message you. I've already talked to you about this, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah.
Instagram's great. People love you on Instagram.
Exactly. And they're like, you're just so sweet. No, they don't do that on Facebook. They're like, why are you messaging me?
Yeah. Or somebody, I'll send a friend request on Facebook, and they're like, do I know you? Well, we've got 400 friends in common, so you probably do. Gosh.
Y'all are hilarious. I have I have a comment. So I saw something that, so they do it like the girls do, like messaging, blah, blah, blah. And then whenever about loyal customer, and then whenever the person says that they can't afford it, then they like veer into like
The distributor.
business.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
And so that's how they end up signing distributors.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
And
Okay.
it's something
Does that
simple.
work
Like,
for
have you
you?
ever thought about doing what I do for extra cash?
Right.
Yeah. Or I'll say, oh my gosh, I understand. Or that's how I was, whatever. Have you ever thought about doing what I do? Yeah. Like that. It's really easy. It's like, heck yeah, there's potential right there because they need money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I feel renewed. I'm going to silence myself now.
Does anybody else have any other questions? I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything. But we have cleaner. If your question hasn't been answered, will you please resend it in the chat? Because I can't scroll up. It won't let me. Yeah, it's not letting me scroll up, so I can't go up past this.
Kirsten asked, do you message people you don't know on Facebook? This isn't, no, I mean, you're friends with them on Facebook. So, I mean, they should know you. If they don't, then why are y'all friends?
Yeah, I don't really message on Facebook. I do not send messages on Facebook like I do on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
How are you promoting the new What to Fit app? Delaney, tell them what you do on your stories because that looks really cool. Your screen recordings on there?
Oh, yeah. I'll go and, like, when we have, like, I'll do different stuff every day or something. I'll go and, like, do a screen recording of the workout or something and kind of show them, like, and I'll talk about it too. Sometimes I'll go live on Instagram and just be like, oh, look, our app actually shows you, because I know a lot of apps, they'll just be like, show you a picture of what they're doing. And I'm like, okay, I have no idea how to do this, but our app actually shows you like what they're doing and stuff. So I'll send like, if you have an iPhone, like, I don't know about Android, but if you have an iPhone, like you can do the little, you just, do the scroll up thing, and then it's got the screen recording. You can record your screen, and I can go on here and I'll go to like today. If it doesn't want to be slow, there we go. And I'll go and like, I'll see the workout, I'll click on it, and I'll just like record the workout. I'll just slowly kind of scroll through it so people can kind of see like what the app is all about. And then I'll go and I'll post it on my story, and I'll say, like, I'll put a poll on there or something, and put like, who needs recipes or who needs, workouts or something for free. And then, and also with my polls, like, I don't ever give people the option no. because I started doing that, people were telling me no, and I'm like, oh, I don't like hearing that.
It's so rude.
You and me or something. So there's no on my posts. But
No, don't give me
yeah, I'll do that, or even like the with like the coins that you earn, like I'll record me spinning it and be like, oh yeah, I just got 5 coins. They have no idea 5 coins is like nothing. They just think, oh cool, she's getting coins and she's getting products. Or I'll like do a screen share of like, you know, some of the cool products you can earn or something. But I don't like promote it on my news feed or anything like that, just because I feel like I don't know, like I want people signing up as loyal customers, not just getting the app. So I just put it on my story here and there.
What's cool about the page on Facebook is that they'll get on there and they join it for the free things. I should the call. What's that? I'm like, got a potential and I wasn't even trying. That was definitely not, that wasn't on purpose. But it definitely was. But still, like, they're all potentials now because they're interested in something.
Right.
My app still doesn't work. I still can't spin. It won't let me spin. It just says, come spin tomorrow. I'm like, said that for 10 days now, but it's fine. So, whatever.
I had the newest update, so maybe that's why mine works, because I never update anything.
Yeah. Well, they said to update if it didn't work, and I did, and it still doesn't work. So, whatever. It's okay. Erika, try to. Oh, okay. Anything else?
There was one question in there from Cynthia about the polls. She was saying she's not getting votes on hers. I would say on that, that's going to have to do with interaction. The more you interact with people, if you look on the top of your stories, you'll notice the first ones that are shown on the little circles are people you're interacting with the most. Mm-hmm. So you have to think vice versa. That's how it's going to be. So you need to interact with those people. Also think, is that something I would vote on? If it looks like something that intrigues you, then post it.
And I never show like the it works symbol or anything because people are so spammy with it works stuff that it gives them a bad name, or it gives us a bad name. It puts, bad taste in their mouth. So I'll post like stretch mark cream because last night I use it every night. Well, I'll post a picture of it, but I'll hide the it works. I'll hide the it works symbol at the top with my who wants to fade stretch marks. I did it last night. And I got like 57 votes on that. And it was like more info or me, give me your discount. And I messaged all those people and I'm like, I'm going to get y'all to sign up now. Because they're like, oh, that's cool. So I'll never show it's never super spammy.
Yeah. I try to do on my stories to add stuff like our stretch mark cream, our cleanser, our hair, skin, and nails, because a lot of people don't realize we have stuff besides weight loss products. I posted last night about, because I was washing my face and I was like, oh, why don't I go and post this on my story? And I posted the cleanser and just said who could use a really good cleanser? And I had a whole bunch of people vote on there just because, a lot of people didn't even know we had a cleanser. So. Are
there any other questions? We filled the hour up. That's good. I feel accomplished.
I do too. I didn't think we'd have enough. I was like, we're going to run over or we're going to be 30 minutes early.
Yeah. Well, Instagram isn't as complicated as everybody I think thinks it is. It's different from Facebook, and that's why it scares people. Mm-hmm. But it's been so much. I would rather work.
What's her number? What's her number?
I don't know.
You don't have her cell phone?
I've texted her. She knows she keeps freezing.
Yeah.
She knows.
Than Facebook. I'm just always here. Can y'all see me?
I can see you. You're good now. Right. Yeah, freezing again.
Right here. Okay, whatever. I give up.
Yeah. There's 6 parts. That's it. That's all Instagram is. It's posting your story, messaging, keeping your profile looking nice, interacting, and following. That's it. Like, keep it simple. So, I don't think anybody has any other questions. Y'all want to end it?
Let's go with me.
Okay.